Welcome to the Real Estate Majlis podcast, where we dive into the latest real estate insights and trends. Whether you are a seasoned investor or a first-time buyer, our podcast is here to provide valuable information and expert advice. This episode is powered by Beirut, the UAE's leading property platform and proud member of the Dubizo Group. Whether you're buying, selling, or renting, Beirut connects you with real estate solutions tailored to your needs using innovative tools like TrueCheck, TrueEstimate, TrueBroker, and Beirut GPT. From finding your next home to advertising your listings with confidence, Beirut offers real photos, real prices, and real properties, helping you make informed decisions in the market. Welcome to a new episode of the Real Estate Majlis podcast. My co-host Mahmoud, hello.
Hello, Cecilia. Welcome back.
And very special guest, Mrs. Yulia. She's Chief Commercial Officer of Major Developer. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yulia, tell us a little bit about Major Development. Where are you guys doing business? What's happening in the market right now?
So Major Developer is the third private developer in Ras Al Khaimah.
Okay.
We have 3 developments in Ras Al Khaimah in top areas in Marjan Beach, in Marjan Island, and Iraq Central. We purposely chose Ras Al Khaimah because we believe in the whole vision of the emirate. The developer itself has a big background in Eastern Europe, more than 20 years. So I'm kind of between my own people. Everyone are from Eastern Europe, and we have a very lovely and beautiful team. We are located here in Dubai. We already started the construction of the first property, Manta Bay. We are 50% already built. We're like 1.5 months ahead the schedule, which is rare in Ras Al Khaimah.
It's rare across the market.
Yeah, so we're doing quite well. Even during this past times, we didn't stop the construction for 1 day. So yeah, it's doing well, and I'm very happy to be there.
Well, thank you.
Great.
Yeah.
Yulia, you mentioned RAK, and you as a
Yeah.
developer has chosen RAK for different reasons, believing
Yeah.
in the vision.
Yeah.
How do you see RAK properties compared to Abu Dhabi and Dubai? And why should investors think of having a piece of RAK?
Because I worked in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, and in Ras Al Khaimah now, I believe that every emirate has their own purpose. Like Abu Dhabi is the capital. It's also a cultural capital. Dubai is a lot about tourism. Dubai is a lot about investments. And Ras Al Khaimah is a completely different animal. Like it's a completely different location. It has obviously the Wynn Casino coming up, which will be exclusive in Ras Al Khaimah for 10 years. Is leaving Macau, China, and coming to Ras Al Khaimah. Also, there is the only emirate that has these mountains, Jebel Jais. It has desert and beach. So it's not just the casino. It's like a mix of everything. It's a small land with a lot of things that are coming up. And I'm seeing a lot of things developing there that are very exciting.
But when you look at Ras Al Khaimah in general, over the last 2 years especially, we've seen a boom of many developers coming, and a lot of the well-known developers of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. How do you position yourself in that space?
To be honest, I think it's a good sign when big developers are entering that market. It means that there is a potential. For us, we chosen that area because we also believe in it. And the difference between a big developer and a boutique one is that obviously we're more flexible, we're more, no offense, client-oriented in terms of like we can do, we can adjust a lot of things. We are very open to ideas. So this is why people choose Major, because we first of all, each and our building is a masterpiece. They're beautiful. Like we have a nice design and a nice quality. We're running after the luxury segment, not the low budget. So they're beautiful, they're high quality, and they're unique.
Back to nationalities and who invest in Ras Al Khaimah.
Yeah.
A lot of friends ask me, shall we invest in Ras Al Khaimah or no? So I always tell them it's a good diversification strategy.
Yes.
When you invest in Dubai and overexposed to Dubai and Abu Dhabi, it's good to have Ras Al Khaimah. In terms of who buys in Ras Al Khaimah, nationalities, and what are the profiles? Like, are they growth investors or dividends-driven, more revenue-driven?
Yeah.
What kind of investors?
That's a good question. So I've noticed that we have CIS countries, Eastern Europe. We have a lot of Middle East. and we have a lot of Chinese investors. So basically everybody who ever touched casino business, seeing like how that works, they are very keen to invest. Yeah, and then when it comes to demographics, or like in terms of age-wise, it's all sorts of things. Like I can't say like exactly particular country or like particular age, but people are investing there with for capital appreciation, and which we already saw for last 2 years. We launched a project in 2023, and now we already see a 50% increase in capital appreciation, even the building is not yet built. So because everybody entering, the demand is higher, and the price is increasing. So I would say there were, like, I'll be honest, they are flippers, somebody who are planning to buy and sell. There are lots of people who are planning to rent it on short-term rental. So there is a big expectation of holiday homes business in Ras Al Khaimah, because casino has 1,500 rooms. So it won't accommodate all the guests that are expected in the casino. So there are lots of expectation in terms of holiday homes. Another important thing, there is a Rack Central, there is a blockchain hub. And a lot of companies already announced that they will have offices there, like TikTok, Tesla. So we're expecting people who will live and work there as well.
A lot of people think Ras Al Khaimah is cheaper than Dubai and Abu Dhabi. What are the expectations of prices? Like, what should we expect as investors if we want to buy in one of these major developments in Ras Al Khaimah?
When it comes to major itself, our price per square foot starts from 2,000 and it goes up. It depends on the project, but really it's varies a lot when it comes to Ras Al Khaimah itself, because they're cheaper developers, they're more expensive. Yes, we're more of a luxurious side, and it is not cheap, but it has the potential. You know, it's like when you entered in Dubai, and let's say in 2010, that was like a good time to enter the market. So Ras Al Khaimah feels that way now, like before everything starts, like it's a nice time to enter into the market.
The primary buyers are looking at this purchase as investors. How is the legislation in Ras Al Khaimah different than Dubai and Abu Dhabi? Is there anything particular in terms of you're allowed, you're not allowed to do things?
I would say they are pretty similar. I would say are more similar to Abu Dhabi, because in Ras Al Khaimah we also have sub-escrows and stuff like that. But when it comes to holiday homes, the regulation in Dubai is the most structured, because in Dubai it's been for a longer time and we have all the regulations in law. In Ras Al Khaimah is still building up, but I can't say there is a big difference. Like I would, because we trained in laws and regulation in all three emirates, like it is more or less is the same. There is a difference, like you pay for the registration on the completion of the construction and not at the beginning, just like small
Yeah, which is actually a very point. And I think sometimes a lot of developers, they take that fee up front.
Yeah.
Right? But actually the registration of the product in Ras Al Khaimah is supposed to be done at the end, the completion, not in the beginning.
This is the main difference that I've noticed, and the sub-escrows, and that's it.
You are working in a master plan in Marjan Island. Is there any information that you think buyers should be aware when buying the island that is sometimes different than buying other master plans, or no?
You know, it's the first rule of real estate: location, and again location, right? So it's very important to understand what you're buying and what it will develop. And Marjan, they're the master developer, and all the projects are approved by them, and they're quite transparent and very clear to what is going to be there. So before buying a project, you need to make a little bit of research or work with your broker to understand what is going to be there. You know, your property is going to be a part of a, exclusive, unique building, or it's a compound of 15 other buildings and will be just, a small unit in there. So it's very important to make your research before you make an investment. It's no different from any other real estate investment. The only thing is that in Dubai, you can see the near buildings. In Ras Al Khaimah, you have to go to the Marjan office and see the floor, the master plan and understand where your building belongs and how it will be.
And this is the point, right? Because I believe majority of the buyers, they do not go on site, right?
Yeah.
They buy from brochures.
And in Marjan itself, anybody who want to go to Ras Al Khaimah, they can go to Marjan office and they have a big master plan of the whole city. So you can see where the building you're buying from is located, what is in front of him, what is nearby, and so on. So it is not just like, don't believe just the brochures, it's true.
Yes, of course.
Going around.
Yes. Like any other developer, I would advise you to, of course, to consult your real estate broker as well as double check from the third party itself.
Let me take you to the geopolitical tension
Okay.
or the conflict, the Iran conflict.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of different sentiment of investors. As a CEO of major development, how have you felt in terms of inquiry volumes, buyers hesitation, buyers buying? How, as a developer, you navigated all these conversations?
So, of course, we've seen a slowdown. Luckily, we did not have any cancellations. I know maybe other developers did. We didn't. We have very close relationship with our clients and brokers. What I've noticed is that us developers and brokers freaked out way more than the investors itself. So like the first 2 weeks was that us brokers and developers were like, what are we going to do? And so on. But the investors, they were like, just let's wait. And we had a slowdown of maybe 2 weeks. But I can say that now we're fully on back to how it was. Yes.
Business as usual.
Business as usual. The only thing is that I can confirm that the demographics changed. So if we had a bigger flux from, let's say, England or India, the propaganda there was not that great. So we kind of redirected our marketing, we redirected our brokers into more here in the Middle East. People who've seen it, people who know that we are all safe, we all operate in the same way how we did, we all live the same life, like literally didn't stop for one day. So they have the confidence. And also we start bringing people here to see it and they see that it's normal.
And this is actually a very interesting point of view because I think part of this process was to try to explain to people who are not here that actually
yes,
it's all right, we are safe, we feel safe. But the narrative in certain countries, it was tremendous. Almost like you feel some countries, they envy the UAE, and that's an opportunity to open doors and having conversations that are not nice. Yeah. But I believe that those narratives were very well explained by the residents itself. Many have said, I'd rather be here in the conflict than back home, and I can say the same because the sadness in people's face and conversation was like, we don't want to go, right? This is our home now. And I think that feeling, I've been here 22 years. I think 10 years ago, I would say people would have left and they would have moved on with their lives. But what the UAE has proven, especially after COVID, as a nation, is something that everybody wants believe as a standard for living or for governance, for lifestyle. And it was unprovoked, right?
Yes.
And they defended like probably no other country in the world would have done that. And obviously, nobody want that to interrupt our day-to-day activities, but it has happened. But, having gone through this cycle now, I believe, that the UAE will rebound even stronger.
I feel more confident after that happens because, all the time, I'm also here for 13 years. And all the time we're saying Dubai is safe. And now we've seen when it is not basically safe, but it was safe. And I was following you, but by the way, Dr. Mahmoud was my direction when I was checking every day. You were sending encouraging posts
messages,
and stuff. And I was like on your channel and I was like, okay, everything is fine. If Dr. Mahmoud says it's fine, then we're good. Yes.
You're the guidance, Mahmoud.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, we've have a great leadership. I mean, we've tested before economic crisis, financial, even environmental challenge of floods, and we've dealt with all of them. But first time to deal with war.
Yeah.
And it was dealt with perfectly.
I think so too. I think now we can say even more confident that it's the safest place.
Yeah. back to RAC, I mean, the
Okay.
tension itself
Yeah.
led to maybe increase of construction cost. We've seen concrete, we've seen a lot of raw materials went up by 30 and 40%, and that squeezes your profit and margin. So how do you deal with all of this?
It is a good question. So when it comes to the first project, we went ahead and we're moving. We didn't stop anything. On the second project, yes, we have some negotiations in price and so on, but we launched it and the construction started. We are the only developer on Marjan Island that didn't postpone the launch. I believe that we are the only developer that you'll be able to buy on the prices that are pre-conflict, because after the conflict, definitely the prices are increasing. And we know that vendors, they never bring the prices down. So we decided that because we're new in the region, we have to build our name, and for us it's very important to keep the word and to keep what we promise and deliver. So we are compromising basically on us a little bit just to make sure that we deliver it on time and with the same price that we requested.
I want to move into the relationship of developers and brokers, but to close on the Ras Al Khaimah conversation, is there anything you would like to say about Ras Al Khaimah that you think is people don't understand, or something that you think would be important to share, that it's not in the common knowledge?
I think that people have to learn a little bit about it, because once I joined this developer and I started contacting all my connections, and they were like, I don't know anything about Ras Al Khaimah. And when I started explaining it to them, what is building there, what is coming up, it's not just the wind hotel, is the blockchain hub, is the private jet airport, schools, hospitals. There is a full infrastructure going on. So if you learn a little bit about it, you understand the potential. It's like about the crypto, about the Bitcoin. Like if you learn about it, you understand the potential of it. It's just something that people, if they don't understand, they feel like, no, I don't need it. Real estate doesn't go down in UAE. Like we know it. We've seen it goes up and down, but it never goes so down that never goes up. So there is a big potential. There is a low entry point, and from this point, it can only grow higher. There is also another saying in real estate: when is the best time to invest?
Yesterday.
The second best today.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is all I want
And
to say.
there's always limited land, and there's always limited real estate. Yeah.
Exactly, yes. By the way,
Especially waterfront, yeah.
in Ras Al Khaimah, there is 74 kilometers of waterfront all together. So it's like a tiny, tiny space which you can, find a property. And there is not so much offer now.
The conflict, this has helped bring attention to Ras Al Khaimah, or is probably withdraw attention from Ras Al Khaimah? Because brokers in general, they like to focus on, I'll say sometimes the lower hanging fruit, what is shinier, what's closer to heart. And everybody's very comfortable with Dubai. Dubai Real Estate Majlis was the first one who started the whole cycle. And every time somebody talks about, let's explore Abu Dhabi, let's explore Ras Al Khaimah, they go, I want to stay on my comfort zone.
To be honest, we have very good relationship with our brokers. We're fully focused on building the relationship with the brokers. So they are our brand ambassadors. And they are fully sold on the idea of Ras Al Khaimah. So when the conflict started or after it's ended, they didn't change their views. So they kept on pitching and presenting this as a great investment opportunity. And Ras Al Khaimah obviously is not for everybody, same like not Dubai or Abu Dhabi. Like you diversify your portfolio into different countries, into different cities, and they kept on offering it. And by the way, the Ras Al Khaimah was the last kind of in the news about all this situation, so it was quite quiet there. I went a lot on the site to show the construction update, and it was normal. Yeah. It was absolutely normal. So I wouldn't say that it affected less or more than Dubai. I think the whole thing was all UAE. I think we all were under the same umbrella in this case.
Let's talk about brokers' behavior. Have you ever cancel a broker from one of the developments by misrepresenting? I mean, the point is, how do you control the narrative, right? Because when you're using real estate agencies as channel partners to present your product, you expect them to not only know inside out the information, but be able to articulate the truth about it, right?
It is challenging.
And sometimes it's very challenging, right?
It is challenging because brokers, they're trying to run a campaign to get leads. And sometimes they can make up stories just to grab the leads, and then we can have complaints from other brokers. They're like, "Why you're offering that?" So
which is not true most of the time.
Which is not true, yes. Yeah. And you cannot control everything what people say about you. It's nearly impossible. But we're tending to have agreements with our brokers that whichever campaigns they run, they have to get approved by us, or at least, to present them to us so we understand what they're doing. If they don't do that, of course, they will not end up with the deal that they promoted 100%, or we will have like some serious conversation. I can't say we banned brokers from selling us. I didn't
You're
happen.
very nice, Yulia.
But honestly, we have a very nice community of brokers that they like us. We have a good relationship with them, and we didn't have this kind of big drama yet. Let's see. Maybe it comes
It will
up.
come.
Post-conflict.
You know that better than me.
Well, you see, I've seen, especially with AI now, I actually get stunned by the creativity.
Right?
I'm sure you probably know with the developer, I've seen them putting the casino next to the project, like as a walking distance, or getting a half-built villa and turning to with AI to a real one, saying, "Come and see this afternoon." Like,
oh yeah.
So I've seen an immense amount of AI being used to get people's attention. So you need to be careful, right?
Yeah. We're monitoring it all the time, and whichever we can. Sometimes I'm like being very harsh on it. I like, stop it. This is not true. What we are more concerned is not really what they say about like the stage of constructions, because it's okay. I don't like when they say different payment plans that are not true, or ROIs that we're not offering.
Promising ROIs, right?
Yeah, we're not doing that. So it's this is something that is kind of disturbing the market, because we are in contact with all the brokers. So when they're like, "Do you offer this?" and then we're like, "No," so then we have to investigate what exactly happened.
Which part of broker's job will be replaced by AI, and which cannot be replaced? I mean, do you still think that a lot of brokers are watching us? So what
really
do you think?
Really good
what
question.
They should do, what they shouldn't do?
See, I am a firmly believer that human relationship are still there, and normal talk, human to human, will still be there. However, the short listing of the property, the market analysis, the analysis of the pricing, and the competition is definitely can be done by AI. And brokers are using it 100%. Like, we all go on ChatGPT or any other softwares, and we start, doing research and figuring out which projects are better and so on. But a lot of people, they still need somebody to hold your hand and say, like, listen, this is good, we should go ahead. So this moral support, emotional support, it's still important in sales, I believe, and not normal in any sort of relationships.
Well, I want to tell a story. The other day I was teaching on the course, and I was holding my phone, and I actually gave my phone to a gentleman, and I said, "Listen, if a phone number calls that it doesn't have a name, let me put on speaker, because it's probably a cold call." So I got a cold call. It was of a broker, and I entertained, and I put it on speaker because I wanted the team to pay attention to that call. And it was poor, to say the least, right? They didn't address by my name. Like, there's nothing there that I wouldn't even want to stay on that call. Luckily, an hour later, there's a call that comes from the US. And typically when there's a call from the US, it's an AI calling. And I put that on speaker. And the call was amazing. Amazing. I would have to give him my listing
to that
AI.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when I put the phone down, I could see everybody's face of panic. I'm saying, if you're not going to be creating value to your customers, that's where this technology will replace you, right? So there is a lesson there to be learned, and I think there's a lot that AI cannot replace. And I agree with you. I think real estate is about business, but if you don't put the processes in place on that relationship as well,
I feel like if you don't use AI now, it's like you're really behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Like
course,
you have to. It's
It's a
like,
must. Yeah.
It's a must. Like if you are ignoring it and you're pretending like I'm not doing this,
No.
it's just a stupid choice.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Yulia, thank you so much.
Thank you guys. It was a pleasure.
It was so good to get a refresh on Ras Al Khaimah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we should buy Ras Al Khaimah, right?
Yes, for sure. We shall invest.
Yes.
If you give us a discount, put a code here
Yeah.
on the code
Okay,
discount of the
okay.
Real Estate Majlis podcast.
1%.
We'll do it.
At
Yes.
least.
Done. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you,
Thank you,
Yulia.
guys.
Thank you.